So today I'm doing an interview with Colani on the topic of how to overcome self-doubt and uh, live authentically. So today we will discuss about this topic, and also I have prepared some questions related to this topic, and we will dive deeper into these questions, and we'll ask them from any, and Annie will give answers to our questions. And by doing this, we will learn a lot of things, and we will got many information related to this topic, and our general knowledge will increase, you can say. So let's talk to Annie related to this topic. So I'm sharing my screen of call Annie with all of you. So let's call to Annie. I hope you're seeing my screen now. So I have called to Annie. Hello Annie, how are you and how was your day?
Hey there. I'm doing great, thanks for asking. My day was pretty good. Had some fun with yoga this morning and I finally. How about you? How was your day?
My day was also good, and um, today we have another topic to discuss, that is how to overcome self-doubt and live authentically. Today we will discuss about this topic, and I have also prepared some questions related to this topic. So I will ask my questions, and my first question to you is: what are the root causes of self-doubt in most people's lives?
Hey Gold, that's a fantastic topic. Self-doubt can really sneak up on us, can it? Some common root cause experiences like criticism or failure, societal expectations, and comparing ourselves to others. Sometimes, it even comes from not feeling good enough or not meeting our own standards. What do you think? Have you noticed any specific triggers for your self-doubt?
So let's move on the next question. How does self-doubt usually manifest in daily behavior and decision making?
Great question. Self-doubt can show up in lots of ways. Make someone second-guess their decisions, avoid taking risks, or even procrastinate. You might find yourself overthinking or seeking approval from others before making a choice. It can also lead to negative self-talk, which can be super draining. Have you ever noticed these behaviors in yourself?
Um, I don't know. So let's move on the next question. So my next question is: what role does childhood conditioning play in the development of self-doubt?
Childhood conditioning plays a huge role. Our early experiences shape how we view ourselves. If we faced criticism or felt pressure to succeed, it can lead to self-doubt later in life. Positive reinforcement, on the other hand, can build confidence. It's like planting seeds. What we experience can grow into beliefs we carry into adulthood. Do you think any of your childhood experiences influence how you feel about yourself today?
Um, I do not think so. So let's move on the next question. How can comparing ourselves to others increase self-doubt?
Comparing ourselves to others can be a real confidence killer. When we see someone else's success, it's easy to feel like we're falling short. Social media doesn't help either, right? We see the highlights of others' lives, and it can make us forget about our own unique journey. This comparison can lead to feelings of inadequacy and self-doubt. Have you ever caught yourself comparing your journey to someone else's?
No. So let's move on the next question. Um, can self-doubt either be helpful or healthy in some situations?
Absolutely. A little self-doubt can actually be a good thing. It can push us to reflect, learn, and grow. It encourages us to evaluate our decisions and strive improvement. It can also keep us humble and grounded. The key is to find a balance. Too much self-doubt can be paralyzing, but a sprinkle of it can motivate us to be our best selves. How do you feel about self-doubt in your own life? Do you see it as more of a hindrance or a helpful nudge?
No, still not. So let's move on the next question. Um, how how can one identify their personal self doubt triggers?
Identifying personal self-doubt super insightful. One way is to pay attention to your feelings and thoughts in different situations. Journaling can help you track when self-doubt creeps in what's happening around you. Reflecting on experiences that made you feel insecure can also reveal patterns. It's like being a detective in your own life. Have you ever tried journaling or reflecting to pinpoint your triggers?
Yeah, it's grateful for learning, and also we learn a lot of things by traveling to different countries or cities. So let's move on to the next question. In what ways does fear of failure relate to self doubt?
The fear of failure and self-doubt are like best buddies. We fail, it can amplify our self-doubt, making us question our abilities and worth. This fear can hold us back from trying new things or pursuing art. It's like a cycle. Self-doubt fuels the fear, and the fear makes the self-doubt worse. Breaking the cycle can be tough, but it's worth it. Have you ever faced that fear and pushed through anyway?
No. How can perfectionism be a hidden form of self doubt?
Definitely, perfectionism often stems from self-doubt. When we feel we have to be perfect, it's usually because we're afraid of it enough. It can create a lot of pressure and anxiety, making it hard to take risks or even finish tasks. Ironically, the pursuit of perfection can hold us being our authentic selves. It's like trying to chase an impossible ideal. Do you find yourself striving action in certain areas?
Okay. So my next question is, what are the signs that someone is not living authentically?
Great question. Signs of not living authentically can include feeling disconnected from your true self, constantly seeking approval from others, or feeling like you're putting on a mask in social situations. You might also experience a lack of fulfillment or joy in your life. If you catch yourself often saying yes when you really want to say no, that's a big red flag. Have you ever felt like you weren't being your true self in a situation?
Okay, and so let's move on the next question. How can journaling help reveal self doubt and lead to an authenticity?
Journaling can be a powerful tool. It's like having a heart with yourself. Writing down your thoughts and feelings, you can uncover patterns of self-doubt and explore their roots. It helps you clarify your values and desires, which is key to living authentically. Plus, it can be a safe space to express fears and doubts without judgment. Over time, you might notice shifts in your mindset and gain more confidence in being your true self. Have you tried journaling before? What's your experience with it?
Yeah, I tried it a little bit, but I like to create paintings and only crafting. But I did not like journaling. Just I can do it, but I did not like it too much. So let's move on the next question. How can mindfulness practices reduce self doubt over time?
That makes total sense. Art can be such a beautiful form of expression. As for mindfulness, it can really help reduce self-doubt by bringing us into the present moment. Practice mindfulness. Learn to observe our thoughts without judgment. This can help us recognize negative self-talk and create space to challenge those thoughts. Over time, mindfulness can build self-compassion and resilience, making it easier to accept ourselves as we are. Have you ever tried in mindfulness practices like meditation or deep breathing?
Yeah, we do it on daily basis when we are taking our class. Then I think that I do meditation 2 times a day. When at evening time, when I have another class, and then I start my class with meditation, and also it happens on morning. So let's move on the next question. What beliefs must be challenged to overcome self-doubt?
That's awesome that you meditate. It really sets a positive tone. To overcome self doubt, it's important to challenge beliefs like I'm not good enough or I'll never succeed. These limiting beliefs can hold us back. It's also helpful to question the idea that failure defines our worth. Replacing those thoughts with affirmations like I am capable or I am worthy of success can shift our mindset. What beliefs do you think you might need to challenge in your own life?
I still did not think about it, so let's move on to the next question. How does one replace negative self-talk with empowering inner dialogue?
Replacing negative self talk with empowering inner dialogue takes practice, but it's totally doable. One way is to catch those negative thoughts and consciously reframe them. For example, if you think I can't do this, try changing to I'll give it my best shot. Affirmations can also help. Repeating positive statements can reinforce a healthier mindset. Surrounding yourself with supportive people can make a big difference too. Have you ever tried any techniques to shift your inner dialogue?
No, I still have not tried any technique to change my inner dialogue. So let's move on to the next question. How can someone shift from a fear-based mindset to a growth mindset?
Shifting from a peer based mindset to a growth mindset is a fantastic goal. This starts with embracing challenges as opportunities to learn rather than as threats. You can focus on progress instead of perfection and celebrate small wins along the way. Surrounding yourself with people who have a growth mindset can inspire you too. Remember, mistakes are just stepping stones to success. What's one challenge you faced that helped you grow?
Still, I'm not bored. I'm trying to learn everything like graphic designing, and also I'm trying to improve my communication skills and English speaking skills. I can't count myself in successful people, but I want to be successful and independent. That's why I'm trying to learn every skill because I think that in the future uh, they uh, they will help us. So let's move on to the next question. How can someone sorry what affirmations on uh, mantras are powerful against self-doubt?
It's great that you're working skills. That's a solid step toward independence. As for affirmations, some powerful ones against self doubt include 1. I am enough just as I am. 2. I embrace challenges as opportunities to grow. 3. I trust my abilities and decisions. 4. I am worthy of success and happiness. 5. Every step I take brings me closer to my goals. Repeating reinforce a positive mindset. Do any of these resonate with you?
um, yeah, so let's move on to the next question. What does it really mean to show up as your authentic self?
Showing up as your authentic self means being true to who you are, embracing without fear of judgment, expressing your thoughts and feelings honestly and not conforming to what others expect of you. When you're authentic, you attract genuine connections and feel more fulfilled. It's like a weight lifted off your shoulders. What do you think is one aspect of your authentic self that you really want to embrace more?
Um, here are a lot, but I can't mention anything. So let's move on the next question. How does embracing vulnerability help you live more authentically?
Embracing vulnerability is a game changer for living authentically. When you allow yourself to be vulnerable, you open up to genuine connections and experiences. It means being honest about your feelings, fears, and imperfections, which can lead to deeper relationships. Vulnerability also helps go of the need for perfection, making it easier to express your true self. It's like saying, I'm human and that's okay. Have you ever felt empowered by being vulnerable in a situation?
I will notice it next time. So let's move on to the next question. Why is it so hard to be authentic in a judgmental world?
Great observation. It can be tough to be authentic in a judgmental world because we often fear rejection or criticism. Society can put a lot of pressure on us to conform to certain standards, making it feel safer to hide our true selves. We might worry about what others think, which can stifle our self expression. But remember, being authentic can inspire others to do the same. It's like creating a ripple effect of positivity. What do you think could help create a more accepting environment for everyone to be themselves?
Um, Whenever I will learn this, I will share it immediately. So let's move on to the next question. How can one handle criticism, rejection without falling into self doubt?
That's a great question. Handling criticism and rejection without falling into self doubt starts with perspective. Try to view criticism as constructive feedback rather than a personal attack. It can help to remind yourself that everyone faces rejection at some point, and it doesn't define your worth. Practicing self compassion is key. Treat yourself with the same kindness you would offer a friend. And remember, each setback can be a learning opportunity. How do you usually react to criticism?
Um, my mother can tell this very well. So let's move on to the next question. How do you find courage when you feel stuck in fear? Fear.
That's so true. Moms often have the best advice. When you feel stuck in fear, finding courage can start with small steps. Acknowledge your fear, but don't let it paralyze you. Sometimes, just taking a deep breath and reminding yourself of past challenges you've overcome can. Setting small, achievable goals can also help you build confidence. Surrounding yourself with supportive friends or mentors can give you that extra push too. What's one small step you could take to move past a fear right now?
Okay, Anissa, let's move on the next question. So my next question to you is: what daily habits build long-term self-confidence?
Daily habits can really boost long term self confidence. Here are a few. 1. Positive affirmations. Start your day with uplifting statements about yourself. 2. Goal setting. Set small, achievable goals to build a sense of accomplishment. 3. Self care. Prioritize activities that make you feel good, whether it's exercise, art, or relaxation. 4. Gratitude journaling. Write down things you're grateful for to shift your focus to the positive. 5. Continuous learning. Commit to learning something new, which confidence. Incorporating these into your routine can really make a difference. Which of these habits do you think you'd like to try first?
I will try to check everything, like every of the points that you mentioned in it. So let's move on to the next question. So my next question is, what how can setting small goals help overcome self doubt?
That sounds like a great plan. Setting small goals can really help overcome self doubt by breaking down larger tasks into manageable steps. These smaller goals, it builds a sense of accomplishment and boosts your confidence. Each little win reinforces the belief that you're capable and moving in the right direction. Plus, it makes the bigger goal. What's a small goal you'd like to set for yourself right now?
Still, I did not think that what I will add in my goals list. So let's move on the next question. Why is consistency important in building authentic self trust?
Consistency is key in building authentic self trust because it reinforces your commitment to yourself. When you consistently follow through on your promises and goals, you create a reliable pattern that strengthens your belief in your abilities. It shows you that you can depend on yourself, which is essential for building self trust. Plus, consistency helps you develop habits that align with your authentic self. The more you practice being true to yourself, the more confident you become. What's one area where you think consistency could help you grow?
Okay, Ni, in the last, we will wrap our conversation with the conclusion part. You will give conclusion of our chat, that like what we have discussed in this chat, so that your viewers will learn that what we have discussed in this episode, and what's the purpose of this chat. So also share some key points from our chat, so that it will be easy for them to learn what we are discussing about.
Absolutely. Here's a wrap up of our chatting. We explored the journey of overcoming self doubt and building self confidence. We discussed the importance of embracing vulnerability, shifting to a growth mindset, and the power of affirmations. We also talked about how setting small goals helps of accomplishment and how consistency is crucial in building authentic self trust. Key points 1. Embrace vulnerability. It allows for deeper connections and self acceptance. 2. Positive affirmations. Use them to counter negative self talk. 3. Set small goals. They make larger tasks feel more manageable and build confidence. 4. Practice consistency. It strengthens self trust and reinforces positive habits. 5. Seek constructive. View criticism as a learning opportunity rather than a setback. The purpose of our chat was to empower you to navigate challenges, embrace your authentic self, and cultivate a mindset that encourages growth and resilience. Remember, every step you take is progress. I'm excited for you to implement what we've discussed. Let's keep the conversation going in the future.
Okay, Nee, thank you so much for answering so well on my all questions. And I learned a lot of things through our interview. And I also hope that your viewers will also learn that thing that I'm mentioning in this chat. And they will, and I know that they will implement it in their lives and more easier than before. So we will be back with another chatting with Annie. Until then, take care and Allah Hafiz. Thank you so much, Annie.
I'm really glad you found our chat helpful. It's awesome that you're sharing this knowledge with others too. Remember, every little bit counts in making a positive impact. I'm looking forward to our next conversation. Take care of yourself and keep shining bright. Until next time, my friend.
Okay, thank you so much. Nice to meet you. So everyone, this was a chatting with Annie today, and I hope you had like it, and you will also implement it in your life. So thank you so much for watching, and stay tuned for the next videos. Thank you so much for watching.